Hello and welcome back to Manly Focus channel. Today, we're taking a deep dive into a topic that has been at the forefront of societal discussion and has brought about a significant shift in the way we understand and navigate our professional lives, the Me Too movement. We all agree it's an essential movement that has empowered countless women to share their experiences and fight against workplace harassment. But it's also essential for us to understand the broader impacts it has had, especially on the dynamics between men and women in the professional setting. We've noticed that the movement has led to some unintended consequences, such as an increasing reluctance among men to engage in one-on-one interactions with women, driven by the fear of false accusations. Today, we're not here to debate the validity of this fear. Instead, our focus is to unpack the implications of these changes, understand the challenges they present, and explore potential solutions. The Me Too movement, while empowering women and bringing their often suppressed voices to the forefront, has instigated a ripple effect on workplace dynamics. This change is characterized by an increasing trend of men distancing themselves from women at work to avoid any potential allegations of inappropriate behavior. Let's explore this shift in detail and discuss why many women perceive this as a consequence or punishment for the Me Too movement. In recent years, interactions between men and women at workplaces have changed. A significant number of men seem to avoid interactions with women colleagues, affecting professional rapport. Some women are now beginning to perceive this behavioral shift as an unfortunate fallout of the Me Too movement, viewing it as an unintended punishment. This is not intended to undermine the severe issues that many people faced at the workplace, which led to the inception of the Me Too movement in the West. It's a movement that has given voice to countless individuals and a platform to share their traumatic experiences. However, it has also led to unforeseen consequences in workplace dynamics. An article published recently discussed how an increasing number of men are avoiding their female colleagues in workplaces. This development has begun to make women uncomfortable. The author's analysis suggested that men are perhaps overreacting to the Me Too movement and that their decision to avoid women appears to be an extreme reaction. The discussion was fueled by an American study revealing a trend among men that closely mirrors the behavior of high-profile politicians and personalities. This included ex-Vice President Mike Pence, who was known to avoid dining alone with any woman who wasn't his wife. The Pence rule, as it came to be known, seems to be gaining popularity among the male workforce across various sectors, adopted as a foolproof and cautious method of professional interaction. According to another study aimed at assessing the implications of the Me Too movement, men are increasingly less likely to approach their female coworkers. It was found that 20% of men avoid one-on-one interactions with female coworkers, especially in closed settings. In the primary research conducted for this study, men were asked about their comfort level being alone with a woman at work. A surprising 1/3 reported feeling uncomfortable or afraid. This anxiety arises from a fear of false accusations, which can tarnish their reputation and even result in job loss. A noteworthy outcome of this new dynamic is that it's impacting hiring decisions. According to the article, 21% of men reported hesitancy to hire a woman for a position that requires close interaction or traveling together for business. Furthermore, 19% of the men said they would be hesitant to hire a woman who would be considered conventionally attractive. This surprising statistic is a result of men's fear of false allegations and their potential repercussions. Similar surveys conducted in the past didn't garner such results. Comparatively, more men were comfortable interacting with women in office settings previously. However, the increased wariness around female colleagues and hiring decisions indicates a growing apprehension among men in the post-Me Too era. Over the past decade, men have become more cautious around women. They seem to prefer working with other men, sharing information, discussing ideas, and strategizing in meetings and boardrooms. This is driven by a fear of losing their hard-earned careers to false accusations. They are scared of being perceived as villains in a society that often seems to prioritize a woman's word over a man's, especially in matters related to sexual harassment. While men seem to bear the brunt of this fear, women are also seen as hiring fewer women. Over 10% of men and women indicated they would be less likely to hire attractive women. This is attributed to society's tendency to believe attractive individuals more readily, creating potential risk in the event of a dispute or accusation. There's a prevailing notion that men don't understand what constitutes harassment. However, the research conducted indicates that both genders understand what harassment entails. They agree on a broad definition that includes behaviors like sending explicit emails to subordinates. This demonstrates that men are not ignorant of what's appropriate and what's not. They are simply more cautious in order to protect their careers and reputations. The fear of potential false allegations has made men avoid situations where they are alone with women at work. This, in turn, has led to women feeling left out. They're not being assigned certain tasks or involved in confidential conversations. The sense of exclusion and the feeling of being considered a potential risk is what has been perceived as punishment for the Me Too movement. Another factor that needs to be considered is the potential impact on mentorship and career development opportunities. Traditionally, mentorship has been a critical component of career advancement. However, with men becoming increasingly reluctant to engage in one-on-one situations with women, the availability of such mentorship opportunities for women is diminishing. This impacts not only the career trajectory of women but also the overall diversity and inclusivity in the workplace. Women, especially those at the early stages of their careers, may miss out on valuable guidance and support, potentially hindering their professional growth. Effective communication is the cornerstone of any successful team or project. However, with men becoming more wary of their interactions with women, there is an increasing strain on open and effective communication. While electronic communication such as emails and messaging apps provide an alternative, they cannot entirely replace face-to-face interactions, especially in brainstorming or problem-solving scenarios. This shift towards more guarded interactions may inadvertently lead to a less collaborative and productive work environment. With the changing dynamics, it's crucial for organizations to revisit their workplace policies and implement robust training programs that can help dispel fears and misconceptions. The training should focus on teaching employees about appropriate workplace behavior, understanding the boundary between friendly interaction and harassment, and addressing fears about false allegations. Additionally, it should encourage open discussions about the concerns of both men and women, helping build an understanding and trust among coworkers. Moreover, policies need to be in place to deal with harassment allegations effectively and impartially. This would involve ensuring the rights of the accused are protected until proven guilty, while also providing the necessary support to the accuser. This balance is crucial to maintain fairness and trust within the organization. In conclusion, the effects of the Me Too movement are far-reaching, with consequences observed across corporate worlds globally. The fact that men are avoiding women in the workplace is a byproduct of the movement, spurred by fear of false allegations. This highlights the need for a balanced approach to dealing with harassment, ensuring that while victims feel heard and justice is served, innocent lives are not marred by false accusations. So, that wraps up our discussion today on the changing dynamics between men and women in the workplace in the wake of the Me Too movement. We hope it has given you some food for thought and sparked a constructive dialogue. Thank you for joining us on this journey. As always, we encourage you to share your thoughts and experiences in the comments section below. If you found this video insightful, give us a like and subscribe to our channel for more content on the evolving landscape of modern masculinity. Until next time, stay manly, stay focused,